So one of our main duties is looking at all the submissions we get every day, and we get probably around 100, I would say. And we have to either put them up or decline them. And sometimes it's a tough decision, but sometimes it's pretty easy because we have like a set of guidelines that we have to go through, and if the submissions don't follow those, it makes our job a little easier, and they get a decline, and it kind of explains what they did wrong and how they can fix it for if they want to resubmit it.
First, we load up our CMS system, and we just go into the submissions, and it brings up every pending submission we have. Right now we have 343 pending submissions in there, so we basically go through each one of those one by one, and if it's good to go up, then we just hit the trickle queue button, and it adds it into a queue, and those basically get spit out every 5 minutes, like a new submission goes up on the site.
Probably try and get, or at least knock 100 of them out a day, just to keep the cycle going.
So basically then, once they're put up for scoring, they just go up on the site and everyone can vote on them up on the participation page. So from there, everything gets spit out into like a top scoring page, and that's basically how we go through and choose which submissions we're going to print.
When we look at the designs, we get the top 100 scoring ones, and so we're looking at the cream of the crop. It's usually like if you score a 2.5 or better, you have a pretty decent shot at getting printed. And then if you score like really, really high, the only reason it wouldn't get printed is if we've printed a similar shirt just like that. Like if we just printed a food with face, and then a new food with face just scored really high, but we just printed that last food with face, we might have to hold off a little bit and give it like a couple months.
The way we select the designs are basically we go through the top 100 best scoring designs, and then we all make our selections, print them out, spread them out, and we all just debate over it.
No.
No. A minute.
No.
On octopus?
Yeah, no.
So no on octopus.
Wait, yes on this one.
But we're gonna get this one over.
Man, okay, here's the thing. Before we turn this one over.
Yeah, I think
Before we turn this one over.
You don't like this one?
This is a really crappy drawing, but it's really, really funny.
Not for kids.
Not for kids?
We're saying for kids. This teaches good morals. Come on now.
I don't like it.
No.
I'm saying that's emotional. I'm gonna get it tattooed on my throat just this right here. Have a dotted line right here, cut here. I'm going to assume that a 4-year-old is probably not going to put as much thought into it as we have. They're going to be like this, and they're going to get the shirt put on them, and then at night they're going to go like this, and it's going to come off.
No, they're there. It almost looks like they're with the wrinkles, so it could be like burning the heat, maybe?
Well, sometimes we get the starch in the fabric gives you that effect, so it may be that we have to test the fabric first.
As far as people, it's been unusual and refreshing where you get to see the good guys win one. They're honest, forthright, they communicate, they welcome input from vendors, which is unusual as well. We're usually asked to just produce. We've been creative collaborators as far as what processes are available, things that are available to them, for them. We've researched new items, and we've been made to feel welcome and part of their family.
The biggest issue that we've ever run into is how to grow the back end of our business, like how to be able to ship more orders in a timely fashion, how to ship it internationally.
We never really had any expertise in supply chain or any sort of order fulfillment, so it's always been just kind of learn as we go and learn as we grow. And now we're seeing that we have to hire a lot more people just to keep it adequately staffed for holiday sales, and just getting out orders where we were only doing 2 orders a week to now doing over 1,500 a day. I mean, it's just a really drastic change in 5 years.
Going from a smaller space to a bigger space, a lot of the strategies are just how to reduce how far someone's walking to get an order, or plus orders have just quadrupled, from where we were at the old space to this space. So this figuring out new ways to do postage, who do we want to use to do our packages, getting rid of doing customs or having someone outsourcing some of that work. So a lot of it's just trying to reduce the time that we do packages and the customer receives their packages.
We've never really had a problem growing the website and growing the community, but growing the back end and growing the actual business part is the most difficult part.